Hey there YouTube, what's up? It is Matt Carl BZ3, and today I'm going to show you guys how to build your own longboard. So over here is the longboard that I built last year, and it's still running strong, still good as new. So I thought I'd show you guys how to build your own longboard. So there is a lot of things you need for this project. I'm just going to go over, quickly go over some of the essential things. First is your plies of wood. So what I'm using is 4 plies of 1/8 inch thick pieces of Baltic birch. Now, you want to get these at your local lumber yard, not a place such as like a Home Depot or Lowe's, since the wood that they carry is usually not the correct thickness or the quality that you want. So, and then once you buy that, I like to put my stencil on first and stencil out the shape of the board. You can do it before or after you press it. How I did that was I drew it out on a CAD software and then printed it out and then just stenciled it on there. And so really quick, the basic concept of building your longboard is you're going to take these 4 pieces of wood and glue them all together. Now if you wanted a flat board, you can just put weights on it and boom, you're done. But I want mine to have concave and what's called camber, which is concave is how widthwise it goes up and down. Then camber is lengthwise, it goes up and down as well. So the way you do this is you build a press. So I'll show you that now. Alright, so this is the press. This is all just simply made out of 2x4s and these very long bolts that can be found in the decking section of a hardware store. So basically what's going to happen is each part of the press is made of 2 parts, as you can see. The board just goes right in between there, and you can see that it has the shape of the concave shape that we want going widthwise. And so when we put the board in the press and tighten everything down, that's going to give it its shape. Now you can see that this is one end, and you can see the height of the concave right there. And then if we go to the middle of the board, this height is a lot taller. So what's going to happen is that when we put the board in, it's going to give it its concave widthwise, but it's also going to have a shape going like this way. So, and that's the camber that we want. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, my wood glue. Here I use Type On 3. I suggest you using Type On 3. I think it's really the best type of adhesive to use for this wood. So I'm just going to use a little paint mixing stick and spread it out across both sheets of wood, and then I'm going to lay them on top of each other and then just keep doing that until I'm done. Then I'm going to put it in the press and then crank it all down. So here we go. Alright, so it's been in the press for around 10 hours. I left it here overnight. And so I'm just going to take it out of the press and leave it there for another 10 hours just to make sure that all the wood glue is fully cured. Then we'll cut it up. So here we go. Alright, so now that you let it dry, what you're going to want to do is take a jigsaw and maybe clamp it down and then just cut out the stencil that you drew before. Alright, so once you cut out the shape, you can tell that the edges are very rough. So what you're going to want to do is take a sander, either electric sander or hand sander, and just smooth out the edges and make it all smooth. So here we go. Alright, so this next step is completely up to you. I'm going to stain the board, the bottom of the board. If you do plan on staining and then fiberglassing your board, make sure you only use a water-based stain, because anything else, it's going to ruin the fiberglass epoxy. So I'm going to take this minwax water-based stain and just stain the whole board. As you can see, I laid out some tape because I'm going to do one single stripe down the middle. So here we go. Okay, so once the stain's dry, what I did was just mark off the spots where the holes for the chucks are going to go. And I'm just going to take a very small drill bit and just drill through the spots, just so that when we after we fiberglass, we don't lose our spot and we still have a consistent spot of where the trucks are going to be. So here we go. Alright, so here's the resin for the fiberglass, and what I'm going to do to mix up a batch is pour the amount of resin to the amount of liquid hardener, which gives it more time to settle, which gives you more working time. So what I'm going to do is lay down a coat of resin, and then lay down this mat of fiberglass. Both I got from Home Depot. And then after the mat is down, I'm going to lay down another coat of resin, and then I'm going to let it dry. And just a caution, make sure you use gloves and a respirator for this, since the fumes are toxic from the resin. So here we go. Alright, so now that the fiberglass is dry, as you can see there's all this extra cloth that we didn't use. So we're just going to take a sander and sand off the edges just to take off this excess. Okay, so now that the bottom of the board is all complete, what I'm going to do is apply this minwax polycrylic protective finish. And it does exactly what it says. It protects the wood in case there's any water damage if you're out in the rain. It's going to protect the board and the wood so it doesn't damage it any further. So I'll just take a brush and follow the directions on the back. I'm going to do about 3 coats is usually what they ask for. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so now that everything's all dry, I'm going to take a drill bit and just re-drill those 8 holes for the trucks. Alright, so the board's all finished. All that's left to do is just to put on the trucks and grip the board. It's finally finished. It looks great. Ride's awesome. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I know it's a lot to cover in a short amount of time. So if you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll try to get to it. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and always remember to wear your helmet. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.